This is the morgue. And I was like, the morgue? They was like, yes, ma'am. They was like, well, we're waiting on your daughter's body to come through. I'm like, whoa.
In December 2020, the city of Atlanta, Georgia, was shaken by the tragic and untimely death of 16-year-old Kalecia Williams, whose dreams were cut short. She was full of life and dreams, ready to celebrate the holidays with friends. Known for her radiant smile and love for dancing, she spent the evening doing what she loved most, laughing, dancing, and sharing her joy on TikTok. At 12:02 a.m., she posted a video from what seemed to be a fun night at a party. She danced confidently in front of the camera, her energy lighting up the screen. But then something strange happened. The video abruptly cut off mid-dance. What really happened that night? And what was the reason behind this tragedy? Kalecia Williams, affectionately known as Pinky, was born on March 25, 2004, in Atlanta, Georgia. From the very beginning, she was a source of joy and light for her family. Growing up in a close-knit household, Kalecia was surrounded by love and support from her parents and siblings. Her mother, April Smith, often described her as a spirited child with an infectious smile that could brighten anyone's day. With a natural flair for creativity and performance, Kalecia quickly became the center of attention at family gatherings, captivating everyone with her dance moves and vibrant personality. As she grew older, Kalecia developed a passion for the arts. She loved to dance and often participated in school performances and local talent shows. Her enthusiasm for dance was matched only by her love for music. She would spend hours listening to her favorite artists and practicing new routines in front of the mirror. Kalecia's creativity extended beyond dance. She was also a budding content creator on social media platforms like TikTok, where she showcased her talent and personality to a growing audience. Her videos often featured her dancing and lip-syncing to popular songs, earning her a loyal following who admired her energy and charisma. Kalecia's upbringing was marked by strong family values and an emphasis on education. Her parents instilled in her the importance of hard work and determination from a young age. They encouraged her to pursue her passions while also prioritizing her studies. Kalecia attended the local public school system, where she excelled academically. Known for her intelligence and quick wit, she was well liked by both peers and teachers alike. Her friends often described her as kind-hearted and supportive, always ready to lend a helping hand or offer encouragement. In school, Kalecia thrived in various subjects but had a particular affinity for the arts and humanities. She dreamed of one day becoming a professional dancer or entertainer, hoping to inspire others with her talent and creativity. Her ambitions were not limited to performing arts. She also expressed interest in pursuing a career in fashion design, combining her love for dance with an eye for style. Kalecia often sketched designs for outfits she envisioned wearing on stage, or shared ideas for dance routines that incorporated unique costumes. As she approached high school, Kalecia's dreams began to take shape even more clearly. She enrolled in a performing arts program that allowed her to hone her skills in dance and theater. This program provided her with opportunities to collaborate with other aspiring artists, participate in workshops, and showcase her talents at various events. Kalecia flourished in this environment. She found herself surrounded by like-minded individuals who shared her passion for the arts. Despite the challenges that came with balancing academics and extracurricular activities, Kalecia remained dedicated to both her studies and her artistic pursuits. She often stayed up late, rehearsing dance routines or working on school projects, driven by an unwavering determination to succeed. Her family supported her every step of the way, attending performances and cheering her on as she pursued her dreams. Kalecia's vibrant personality extended beyond the stage. She was known for her kindness and compassion toward others. Friends would often seek her out for advice or comfort because they knew she would listen without judgment. She had an innate ability to make those around her feel valued and appreciated. However, as much as Kalecia loved dancing and performing, she also cherished the simple moments spent with family and friends, whether it was sharing laughter over dinner or enjoying weekend outings at local parks. These experiences shaped who she was, a bright star full of potential who dreamed of making a mark on the world. Tragically, those dreams were cut short. Kalecia Williams was like any other teenage girl, navigating high school, making friends, and enjoying life. Due to the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic, she had spent most of her time at home, like many others. So when an opportunity arose for her to attend a party, she was eager to go. Her stepfather, Ronnie Savoy, supported the idea, believing it would be a good chance for her to socialize after months of isolation. Kalecia's mother, April Smith, also agreed, reassured by the fact that the party was to be chaperoned by an adult. The event was initially planned to take place at an Airbnb rental, and her parents felt comfortable letting her attend since they had spoken with the chaperone. It was not the first time Kalecia had been allowed to go out under similar circumstances, so there was no reason to believe anything would go wrong. But as the night progressed, things took a dark turn. At exactly 12:02 a.m., Kalecia recorded a TikTok video in what she thought was a private moment. She was dancing and enjoying herself when, suddenly, something unexpected happened. The video shows her visibly startled by someone entering the room. Her facial expression shifts from carefree joy to shock and fear. Within moments, the video cuts off. Just minutes later, gunshots rang out. Partygoers were initially unaware of what had transpired, but soon 2 individuals discovered Kalecia lying on the floor of her hotel room. In an attempt to help, they carried her to the elevator, supporting her body. By 12:27 a.m., authorities had received reports of a disturbance at the Hyatt Regency Hotel, where the party had secretly moved without Kalecia's parents knowing. Officers arrived at the scene and found the teenage girl unresponsive. She had no pulse and was not breathing. She was rushed to the hospital where medical staff worked tirelessly to save her life, but their efforts were in vain. At 12:23 a.m., Kalecia Williams was pronounced dead. One of the most devastating aspects of this tragedy was how Kalecia's family learned about her death.
Like, this is the morgue. And I was like, the morgue? They was like, yes, ma'am. They was like, well, we're waiting on your daughter's body to come through. I'm like, whoa.
Her parents had no idea that something had happened to their daughter until 8 hours after she had been pronounced dead. Her stepfather, Ronnie Savoy, recalled that they had repeatedly tried to contact the chaperone for updates on Kalecia's well-being. When they finally received a call, it was not from the chaperone, it was from the morgue. I was confused, Ronnie later shared. The person on the other end of the line told me, "We're waiting on your daughter's body to come through." I was in shock. I didn't understand what was happening. The delay in informing the family only added to their pain. They were left wondering why no one had contacted them immediately after Kalecia was taken to the hospital. Even more disturbing, they soon realized that the party had not taken place at the Airbnb as originally planned. Instead, it had been moved to the Hyatt Regency Hotel, something they had never agreed to. For Kalecia's parents, the chaperone had failed in their responsibility to protect their daughter.
The hotel room was in her name, so I feel like she should be held accountable for my daughter's death as well.
If the event had been monitored properly, perhaps their child would still be alive. Investigators learned that Kalecia knew her attacker when they dug deeper into the case. The suspect was a 16-year-old boy whose identity was kept secret because of his age, according to the Atlanta Police Department. Authorities stated that Kalecia and the teenager got into a fight inside the hotel room. After their disagreement escalated, he became enraged and shot her. During interrogation following his arrest, the adolescent suspect confessed to the crime. He was then charged with felony murder, aggravated assault, possession of a firearm by a minor. A court in Atlanta was scheduled to hear his case, where he was held accountable for killing Kalecia. Kalecia's parents were determined to seek accountability, not just for the shooter, but also for others they believed contributed to their daughter's death. They held the chaperone responsible for misleading them about the party's location and failing to inform them when tragedy struck. In their eyes, the chaperone had taken on the duty of protecting the children at the event and had failed miserably. Additionally, they blamed the hotel staff. They questioned how minors were able to book a room and host a party without supervision. If the Hyatt Regency had stricter policies in place, could this tragedy have been avoided? In a desperate search for answers, Kalecia's mother demanded access to the hotel's surveillance footage. "I need to see what happened," she insisted. Who went into that room? Who came out? What exactly took place between the time she made her last TikTok video at 12:02 a.m. and the time she was declared dead at 12:23 a.m.? We need those answers. Kalecia Williams was laid to rest in a heartfelt ceremony that reflected the love and sorrow of her family and friends. Her funeral took place on January 2nd, 2021, at the life-changing Walk of Faith Church in Atlanta, Georgia. The service was a poignant gathering of those who knew and loved Kalecia, providing an opportunity for her community to come together to honor her memory. The church was filled with mourners, many wearing shirts emblazoned with Kalecia's image and the phrase, "Justice for Kalecia." Family members shared touching memories of her infectious spirit, creativity, and dreams. Kalecia's mother, April Smith, spoke passionately about her daughter's life, emphasizing the joy she brought to those around her. "She was a bright light," Smith said through tears. Kalecia had so many dreams. She wanted to be a dancer and an entertainer. She deserved so much more than this. During the service, friends recounted stories of their time with Kalecia, highlighting her kindness and ability to uplift others. They remembered her as a loyal friend who would always lend an ear or a helping hand. The atmosphere was filled with both grief and celebration as attendees shared laughter through tears, recalling the joyful moments they had experienced with Kalecia. Musical tributes played a significant role in the memorial service. Performances included songs that resonated with Kalecia's spirit and passions, allowing attendees to reflect on her love for music and dance. The emotional weight of the occasion was palpable as friends and family joined together in song, creating a sense of unity in their shared loss. Following the service, Kalecia was laid to rest at a nearby cemetery. The burial site became a place for family and friends to gather in remembrance. Mourners placed flowers and personal mementos at her grave, creating a beautiful tribute to a life that had such a profound impact on those who knew her. Kalecia Williams was more than just a victim. She was a daughter, a friend, and a bright young girl with dreams ahead of her. Her life was stolen in an instant, leaving behind a grieving family searching for justice. Her parents continue to honor her memory, speaking out about her story in hopes that no other family will have to endure such a heartbreaking loss. They want to raise awareness about teen violence, the dangers of unsupervised parties, and the importance of holding people accountable when tragedy occurs. As they await justice, they cling to the memories of their beloved daughter and fight to ensure that Kalecia's story is never forgotten. The case of Kalecia serves as a terrifying reminder of how easily a fun-filled evening may devolve into a nightmare. It calls into question accountability, trust, and the best ways to keep kids safe. Her family is still grieving over the loss of their daughter, but they are steadfast in their resolve to pursue justice. By telling Kalecia's tale, they want to stop tragedies like this one from occurring in the future. This is a cry for change rather than merely a tale of a life gone.